To see how motorists are feeling. As we all know, at around 13 to 8, it's generally rush hour traffic in Joburg, moving at a snail's pace. Now there's rolling blackouts. You'll see top right-hand side of your screen. It is stage 4. That's going to increase later again in the day. It's like a standstill at the moment as far as our power is concerned. eNCA's Heidi Jokos very bravely not jumping in a car this morning, taking her bicycle to go navigate the gridlock. No, she didn't really, but there she is joining us from Hurst Hill. Hello to you, Heidi. So just give us a sense then of what the traffic is like. Fuel prices are up, and I see behind you, unless my eyes are going, you have a traffic official having to direct traffic at a robot that isn't working.
Yes, certainly, Gareth. I think load shedding is impacting every single aspect of our lives, never mind the fact that the petrol is going up at midnight tonight. I was on social media yesterday and people were saying that we should just go back to working from home, not only because of the petrol price, but because of load shedding. You have to factor in almost an hour extra because of the rolling blackouts and the extra time you need to actually get to work. It's a massive problem. There seems to be pressure that's alleviated here in Hurst Hill because you do have pointsmen on guard trying to control the traffic. But just on our way here, and we've been up since very early this morning, there was a number of traffic lights that were out. But I think to get more perspective as to how the city of Johannesburg is coping with the traffic, we are joined by JMPD spokesperson Xolani Fihla. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. I think maybe let's just start off with how JMPD is coping with the constant blackouts. It cannot be easy. Traffic lights are out. Sometimes it takes long for traffic lights to get back on. It's a massive problem with traffic. Tell us how you're coping.
Yes, thank you, Heidi. It is a great challenge for us as the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department. But what we have done earlier this year, the acting chief of police did issue a directive that all Metro Police officers should be controlling traffic. That's early in the morning between 6 and 9, and in the afternoons between 3 and 6 in the evening. So we are trying our best to alleviate that congestion, and we also have assistance from Traffic Free Flow, which is sponsored by our insurance. So we are focusing on main arterials and in areas where we've received reports of heavy congestion.
How many pointsmen have you deployed, given the stage 6 rolling blackouts that we've been seeing? Yes, we're in stage 4 and possibly stage 6, but this is obviously putting a lot of pressure on you. Are you able to give us a number as to how many men in uniform, men and women, we are seeing at the traffic lights and big intersections?
What I can say that we have over 500 officers which have been deployed in the morning. It's close to 600, but not all of them are focusing on point duty, because we have various duties also. It's crime prevention, by law enforcement, and as we've seen in the previous weeks, there have been service delivery protests, and those actually target peak hour periods, so officers need to abandon those points and attend to those serious issues. But I can say that we have over 500 officers who are on the road at this present moment.
You have a lot to juggle. There's a lot going on, and traffic should not be one of them, or traffic lights that aren't working because of blackouts. Just lastly, is there any other way to alleviate the pressure and the traffic? I do know that JMPD's come out to say that no ordinary citizen or anybody on the street should be controlling traffic, but people are so desperate at this stage, they would take any help at this stage. But what other measures are you using to try and alleviate the pressure?
At the present moment, the city is in the process of employing more traffic wardens. So hopefully having more boots on the ground will assist. But looking outside of law enforcement, having things like carpooling and lift clubs, and also having an efficient and well-run public transport system will really help. I know with the city of Johannesburg we have Metro Bus, and we also have Rea Vaya bus systems. So if members of public will look into that avenue, and having actually less vehicles on the road will help in alleviating traffic.
Okay, great. And people working from home, possibly. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. That's JMPD spokesperson Xolani Fihla just speaking to us, Gareth, about some of the work they are trying to do to alleviate the pressure on motorists because traffic does get quite intense. Perhaps I can ask my colleague Shahid Dipale to just show you to my right. It might be a little difficult. Maybe I can move out of shot. It's great that there's a pointsman here because you do have the traffic being alleviated and controlled. It seems to be flowing, but this isn't the case at every single massive intersection because it's very difficult to have pointsmen at every intersection. They're also dealing with a number of other issues that they have to attend to. So it's a massive problem. It's something that I, as a citizen, as a journalist, cannot handle. It's the worst ever to be stuck in traffic because the traffic light is not working.
Yeah, every single one of us experiencing it. Heidi Jocka, so it's such a good point as well to hear there's going to be more traffic wardens, I think was the term used. I wonder if those members of the public, Heidi, that we've seen in the past directing the traffic, I wonder if they can't be trained up. There might be a way of creating jobs, perhaps, for those that are assisting at the traffic lights. They shouldn't be, of course, but maybe there's a way to get them employed into that sector. There's maybe a thought that we can take forward. All right.